So, here's game number 2 on our list of submarine simulators. This is an old one that I actually don't know where I got it. Like, I just have a CD of it. Like, an official one, but still. I don't know. It's called Seawolf, produced by Electronic Arts. It's kind of loud. I tried to, minimize the... There's been a few games named Seawolf over the course of games. This one is the PC game. I think there was like a Commodore or something version. So there have been a lot of Seawolf things, right? So there have been several different submarines named the Seawolf, and there's actually a class of submarine called the Seawolf. So in this game, we take control of one of these extremely advanced, super expensive Seawolf submarines, and it's so how can I put this? In this game, the Seawolf, as far as like being a submarine goes, is incredibly broken. Like, this game is if the other simulations that we'll be looking at later are anything to go by, according to this game, the Seawolf is like some kind of Superman submarine, and in reality it's not really that ridiculously amazing. It's advanced, but not as ridiculously overpowered as it is in this game. Anyway, so we'll go through the first couple of missions in this, just kind of show it off a little bit. It's kind of got, you know, a little bit of a backstory thing going on. So we start out, something's going on in Cuba. We're just trying to identify any submarines without being identified. They give you an orders page that gives you a little bit more detail. Don't engage, surveillance only, number and class of all boomers present, get in, ID targets, get out. No engagement, no active sonar, so we're very limited in what we can actually do. Then we got these guys. Rather than backstory, the other thing is kind of like military stuff, and this is kind of like side story, backstory stuff. It's kind of cool. It's got a, you know, kind of newsy kind of music for it. I don't know what that means. Anyway. Yeah, so Russian coup, Russian president vanished, high level of alert for NATO and US forces, revolt in Cuba, about half and half, fighting evenly, large number of Soviet vessels left Severomorsk. So, shall we give it a try? Let's give it a shot. So, most of the work in this game is done through your thing here. Let's look at what's going on here. So, on the screen here, you can move this around with the arrow keys, and it shows kind of just your generic information, as well as a bathythermogram. Basically, it tells you where the thermal layers are, and if the games that we'll be looking at later are anything to go by, having 4 separate thermal layers, or 5 I guess, is a little bit unusual. Usually you just have one. But in this game, to make it a little bit more interesting, this is kind of, rather than a simulator, I'd say it's more of a, almost like if there was a submarine simulator arcade game. So we can control our things. They're all controlled through the dudes that we'll see here. You can set waypoints and stuff. So let's set a waypoint. We'll just kind of move toward them. And the Seawolf will go at 3.5 knots, pretty much silently. We can, let's see. We can play around with depth. There's, whatchamacallit, hotkeys for everything, so you can kind of move around pretty quickly. But we can, so one thing that is interesting about this game is that detection of your periscope is almost immediate, so we can't even raise our periscope. It is a bad idea for us to do that. Target. But we can basically target these guys. It said that we... what's the word I'm looking for? It said that we... Okay, so this guy's an unknown target. And what we can do is we can go to our sonar, and we can go to the waterfall display. And this is where you'll see interesting stuff happening. You can... It's very loud. Very, very loud. Good lord. Hold on a minute. We gotta get out of this. Oh, wow, that's really ridiculously loud. I'm gonna have to... have to cut my speakers down a little bit, because that is just crazy. Wow, that was physically painful. We'll try this again. Yeah, it's still really loud. But we can change our bearing, and we can get kind of a Fourier transform of the what's going on. And we can say, okay, so this guy is the second one, the fourth one, and the sixth one. And then we can look it up on our handy thingamajig. And it has stereo sound and everything, so I'm hearing this particularly. That looks like it's supply type 2, which is identified as number 41. So if we go over here... Oh, yeah, supply ship type 2. So we're already... It will automatically ID stuff for you. I'm gonna cut this volume down a little bit more. I'll raise it up for you guys a little bit. Hopefully this will work all right. And you can, yeah. So we got some supply ships. You can kind of zoom your map in and out. Hey, this is an old DOS game, so it's all done in, whatchamacallit. It's all done in,
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's all done in 320 by 240, I think. And it does a pretty good job of, like, showing your, you know, having sonar baffles and stuff like that. It's all pretty cool.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
So quarter power is 11.4 knots, which is kind of crazy. But apparently it's pretty silent. I guess we can't quite choose our speed directly. Alright, so we've got 3 contacts to the north, and hopefully we will be able to identify them on the waterfall. So they put whales and stuff in there, and you can kind of tell what things are based on the sounds they're making. But, like, yeah, so when we were playing Silent Service last time, there wasn't really a whole lot to the sonar. It was basically the bad guys would ping us, and that would tell them where we are. But now that we're fighting against other submarines, sonar is becoming a lot more... What's the word? You gotta be a lot more careful with what you do with sonar, because they can detect us through sonar, and we can detect them through sonar. So we've got directional capabilities, and we've got target IDs here. Oh.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So you can kind of tell from the icons what you're looking at. It's been a while since I played this game, so it may take me a little while to get used to everything, but yeah, so we've just got lots and lots of things to identify. So we start out with that, which looks like it's just a single peek on the third peak. So if I look at... That's probably an Alligator 3, number 2? I don't know, it's been a while since I've done this, so... Right, so, yeah, kind of got to get used to all the... Wow, there's a lot going on over there. Yeah, so eventually the targets will ID themselves. Basically, your sonar guy will do it for you.
Aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
No. What are you doing?
Aye, aye, Captain.
So the thing that we're not going to get to see in this mission is dealing with, like, enemy torpedoes and stuff, because... Holy crap. Your sub is... So quarter power is 11.4 knots, and most of the torpedoes in this game are modeled at, like, 50 knots. But if quarter power on the Seawolf is 11.4 knots, that means that flank speed is actually faster than the torpedoes. So... In the past, when I've played this game, I've ended up in cases where it was like, yeah, I'm just going to outrun this torpedo and then make a turn and then slow down and then speed back up. It's kind of ridiculous. Huh. Doesn't let me change the sound volume, only the music volume. So we've identified all of those boomers. We don't really have a whole lot else going on the... Oh, previous, not close. So this is a pretty quiet mission. A lot of these sub-sims, when they do a campaign, they start out with a pretty quiet mission. Just to kind of get the feel for things, you know? So what I'm going to do... I'm going to go down a thermal.
Going down 1 thermal, sir.
And so you'll see that my green line, which is me... There we go.
We've gone down a thermal, sir.
So they kind of give you nice...
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh. What are we IDing? Oh, those guys again. Let's tow out.
Deploying tow to race, sir. Aye, aye, Captain.
So you lose targets a lot in this.
Tow to ray deployed, Captain.
Hey, great, we got our tow to ray out.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
So there's those merchant ships again, I think. So we identified a bunch of submarines over to the southeast of us, but the mission hasn't ended yet, so there must be something else that we have to look for.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah. Okay, it doesn't let me, No, there has to be... Yeah, that's not so helpful. Yeah, so there's a bunch of hotkeys to remember. High-frequency sonar, periscope view, camera view, logbook, waterfall, voicemail. There we are, F5. Yeah, there's nothing really there other than do what I'm doing.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And you'll notice that if I get close in, I get a higher... What's the word I'm looking for? I get a slightly higher resolution map that shows up. That's kind of neat. I don't know, this one's kind of quiet. This game, I mean.
Heading to attack depth, Captain.
So attack depth is 150 feet, I believe. Yep.
We've reached attack depth, Captain.
And from this depth, we can launch missiles and stuff. I don't know. I thought this mission was going to be over with by now, but apparently not. And those subs vanished. There they are.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Kind of wish this was a little more exciting. Subsims are not often that exciting. They're kind of a nice slow. They're kind of a slow-paced game usually. So I would say don't expect too much super action-packed stuff going on for the next couple of days, but these are pretty cool games. If you sit down and get into them, they're pretty entertaining. I wonder if I can... Nope. Hold on, I'm going to just check the keyboard help one more time. Message review, plus and minus keys, high-res map, contour map, set depth. Huh. Okay. So Control J to set depth. Periscope, dropping cameras, Logbook, waterfall, voicemail. Anything else here? Control T to select targets. Control H for heading. U and D to go up and down thermals. Then a bunch of things they use to identify ship types. So there's like 6 submarines in this little thing of them. We got... Oh no, these are all ships. Right. I'm making a mistake in the sense that the shape of their icon means that they're surface class, not submarines. So I need to find the submarines, not the surface class ships. The other thing that I'm trying to remember how to do is time compression. I'm sure that you can, I just forget how.
Setting engine to half power, Captain.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. There's that. Dang it. It's gotta be in here. Huh. It must not be. That's bizarre. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I'll have to open up the manual to figure it out. So, well, we'll forget about that for now. Now, my guess is that the submarines are trailing behind the surface ships. That's why I'm going where I'm going. And the surface ships are loud enough that they're blocking my ability to... No, I don't want to set up.
Aye, aye, Captain.
No, dang it.
Aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's Control F. Helicopter. So as you can see, the waterfall display gets really cluttered. And that's one of the things I like about this game, is that there's a lot of spurious contacts and not a whole lot of resolution. So you kind of have to do some guesswork and really be careful about this kind of stuff. We got something. No, that's just a Krivak. Yeah, so the blue is the biologic. Huh. So far we haven't found any sign of these submarines.
Aye, aye, Captain. Setting engine to half power, Captain. Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
We may actually fail this mission. This is ridiculous. There's supposed to be a submarine showing up somewhere. But man. Maybe if I go down a thermal?
One thermal, sir. We've gone down a thermal, sir.
Go down another thermal.
We've gone down a thermal, sir.
Down one more.
Going down one thermal, sir.
And then it has, you know, music that changes depending on what you're doing.
We've gone down a thermal, sir.
So there's just nothing.
Going up 1 thermal, sir. We've gone up a thermal, sir. Going up 1 thermal, sir. We've gone up a thermal, sir. Going up 1 thermal, sir. We've gone up a thermal, sir.
What was... shoot. What was it to... Okay, I'm sorry to have to keep doing this, but... this one should be quick. Where is it? Are you kidding me? Ugh. I missed it somehow. Control J is set depth. I thought I hit that. Yeah, so that'll just bring up a window where I can say, go to this depth.
Setting engine to half power, Captain.
We're at depth, Captain.
So yeah, half power is 22.8 knots. Again, this is a ridiculous speed. We just have no sign of any Russian subs anywhere. Just nothing. But there must be some, otherwise this mission would have ended.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
I know that there's a way to compress time. Let's see if I can get to it without disturbing the stream too much. There we are. It's 7, 8, and 9. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So there we go. This will make things go a lot faster.
Setting engine to half power, Captain.
The ocean is a big thing.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain. Preparing to clear baffles, sir. Code array retrieved, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain. Deploying towed array, sir. Towed array deployed, Captain.
I remember this mission, like, basically solving itself, which is the part that irritates me. Kind of get this bad feeling that if I just stayed put, that the subs would have gone right by me at some point.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
But we don't even have, like, unidentified target traces for them. But they have to be somewhere. It's really weird. They must exist somewhere. All I can do is sit and turn the map open and closed.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I think I screwed this mission up. Unbelievable. First mission, just screwed up, huh? I somehow missed the submarine.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I mean, you don't have to go very far, is what I remember.
Going down one thermal, sir. We've gone down a thermal, sir. Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Aye, aye, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't believe that I failed the first mission. I've done it before. It's been a while, but I've done it before. I don't recall it being an issue. Do I have to go through toward one of those other, Maybe I do.
Setting engine to half power, Captain.
Nope, too fast for the towed array there. Hey, at least they tell you.
Going up 1 thermal, sir.
Changing depth, Captain. We're at depth, Captain.
This is ridiculous.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
There's just nothing out here. I know that there's some boomers that are supposed to show up. But I think somehow we missed them.
Setting engine to half power, Captain.
Well, I have failed as a submarine captain. In the easiest mission in the game. Find subs. Identify subs. You're done. Gosh dang it. I missed him somehow. I don't know. I'm tempted to end the mission and retry it. Because this is ridiculous. Like, this mission's supposed to take 5 minutes. I think it does. I think it did. Back in the day.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
It's been so long since I played this game, for some reason.
Aye, aye, Captain. Setting engine to half power, Captain.
So, yeah, from what I understand in this game, they didn't do an especially realistic job of modeling, like, sonar
Setting engine to
nonsense.
quarter power, Captain.
I don't know. See, these are biologics. I'm pretty sure. Increasingly dim. There's a whale. See, that sounds like it could be a sub.
Aye, aye, Captain.
But is that just my own... Like, that's something. At bearing of 32? This turns with me, so... Dolphin, whale, but there's definitely something going on there, noise-wise.
Aye, aye, Captain. Going down one thermal, sir. We've gone down a thermal, sir.
Oops. Wrong button. Like, there's definitely something mechanical there, mixed in with it, you know? That's just gotta be myself. Yes, I actually have pieces of paper with sonar information on them.
Changing depth, Captain. We're at depth, Captain.
Setting engine to half power, Captain.
Yeah, we haven't seen hide nor hair of any subsurface contacts. This is really surprising. I don't know, I think it might make sense just to replay the mission. Oh, it actually puts us in a different place. That's great. That might be why the mission was so difficult. Maybe we just got put in the wrong place. Jeez. Oh, alright. Well, let's...
Aye, aye, Captain.
So we've got a lot of sonar contacts again. A lot of mechanical noise, which is usually green. So the question is, do any of these tracks match up with the submarine? And the answer looks like no. Because I'm looking at my sonar tracks, and all the submarine stuff is somewhere near the middle of the range. So right now we're not seeing any sign of any subs. There's like this light blue thing that might be something. I don't know. So what's going on here? What have we got? Anything?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, what's that purple thing? Is that... It's probably a Kamov. Yeah. Still no signs of any subs. Lots of biologicals. That's at bearing 349. Yeah, it's not a sub.
Going down one thermal, sir.
Oh.
We've gone down a thermal, sir. Aye, aye, Captain. Deploying towed array, sir. Towed array deployed, Captain.
Oh, we've got a sign. We got one. We got one. We got one.
Aye, aye, Captain. Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
Changing depth, Captain.
There he is. He's under that group of ships.
We're at depth, Captain.
Yep, yep.
Aye, aye, Captain.
There we are. We got ID on one of them.
Aye, aye, Captain.
But it doesn't look like there's anybody else in that group, sub-wise. So he's got to be near one of the other groups.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So we'll lose these guys in the baffles, which is kind of what the towed array is for, to prevent losing things in the baffles, but that's how this game works. You get a nice frontward. There's got to be another sub somewhere.
Going down 1 thermal, sir. We've gone down a thermal, sir. Going down 1 thermal, sir. We've gone down a thermal, sir.
Changing depth, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We're at depth, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I hope we didn't miss him again. Identify, identify, identify. Wait, there's a second sub there now. That's it! Yeah, so there was a second sub hiding among those ships. So that's how that kind of goes. So, let's look at the stuff that goes on.
This is a WBC special report. Crisis at sea.
We have just received this late-breaking news. Let's go straight to Kyle Reese at the Pentagon.
Thanks, Susan. The Pentagon is reporting success in the U.S. operations at sea. We now go to Arthur Wench for the following report.
Kyle Reese, huh? That's pretty funny. 2 Typhoon ballistic missile submarines.
This has been a WBC special report.
You know, it's kind of funny that like the sonar guy, you know, the crew voice acting is actually pretty reasonably good, and that's just kind of really extra corny. All right, so we got missile subs. We've confirmed missile subs, and let's do another duck shoot. All right. So finally we get to go weapons free. We're ordered to blockade all Cuban ports, patrol the entire Cuban coastline, because the Cuban rebels apparently overthrew the Castro regime and they claimed Cuba. So we're trying to help them out. Trying to cut supplies and arms reaching pro-Castro. All non-US vessels in the area are either pro-Castro or merchant ships that have ignored repeated warnings. You need to identify the target as a non-US naval vessel, and then you are free to fire. Let's look at our orders. Alright, 50 miles of northern Cuban coastline, sink all Cuban naval vessels in the area. There are some Foxtrot subs, as well as Coney-class frigates. Concentrate on surface vessels. Foxtrots are probably not going to be an issue. Maybe US vessels in the area. Alright. Whoa! Jeez. recall that sounding that bad. Oof. Yep, we're blockading all Cuban ports. Alright, let's do it.
Aye, aye, Captain. Setting engine to quarter power, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
So we're gonna kind of do... Oh!
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright, so we've got some targets over here. We're at attack depth already, so we're in pretty good shape. We're gonna get an ID on this guy. So we've got this guy is a... Oh boy. Fun times. This is a Coney FF. Oh. So there's a lot of them. So unfortunately... Bearing of 003? Yeah, it was a Coney, so we're about ready to identify all of these guys. Oil tanker, cargo ship, oil tanker. Alright, well, let's, weapons free, right? So, so here's our weaponry. And we're gonna load... What's the distance? No. Close the window.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So, okay. So this is where things get a little interesting. They're 6 miles away, approximately. We're going to start out with the 2 actual Russian subs. Because they're armed. We're gonna hit them with missiles. The Sea Lance missiles drop torpedoes. Then we're gonna get some wake homing torps. Now in this game, you can't keep tubes flooded for too long. It'll be bad. And it takes a while to flood the tubes.
Sir, torpedo reaching cable limit. Sir, torpedo reaching cable limit.
So,
Guidance cable cut, Captain.
the long-range torps have really, really long wires. Everything else has fairly short wires. That's why I used wake homings, because I figured that that it wouldn't be enough. And as you can see, the red and green dots tell you how hot the torp is inside the tube. If it gets all the way red, you have to eject the torp and you lose it. So,
All engines full stop, Captain.
Sir, torpedo reaching cable limit.
Wow, and he's still up. Harpoon missile. He might be too close for the harpoon to work. Oh, he's down. Probably. How do you like those voice clips? And that will probably do it. Is he still up? Tomahawk. Missiles are kind of nice because they're fire and forget. They go up in the air, except for the Sea Lance, but the harpoons and the tomahawks are kind of nice. They just... Against surface ships, they're amazing. Alright, that's 5 of those.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Let's change our heading, stay at extremely low speed. Just do kind of a little bit of a search. Because the mission didn't end. So there's got to be something else for us to hit.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain. Deploying tow to race, sir.
Fishes. Oh. Is that just me? It might just be me. Oh! Got some green over here. Change heading.
Torpedo tube empty and ready, Captain.
Oh. Yeah, whatever. I guess we lost one. Not a huge deal, but... Yeah, you see the green? That's mechanical. Oh, we've got target ID. While I was waiting. Oh, we got some over here. Alright, let's cut time compression off. Do some targeting. Oh yeah. These guys are going to be fun. Harpoon? That's a hit. Target the thing. Tomahawk. What do we got over here? Cargo ship.
Setting engine to half power, Captain. Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah, so we used up all of our missiles. Probably a little prematurely. even see if these have a long enough range. They may not. Yeah, so the missiles are really good for long-range attacks. The long-range torps are good, but they don't pack that much of a punch. I should have used torps on the closer guys. I didn't think there was going to be, like, 10 ships for me to kill. Oh, yeah. The good thing is that the long-range torps have a pretty significantly long range. Like, it's kind of ridiculous.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
And because the Seawolf is so
torpedo
ridiculously
reaching cable
fast...
Guidance cable cut, Captain.
Oh, we're losing
Guidance
guidance.
cable cut, Captain. Guidance cable cut, Captain.
We'll have to see what happens. I'm just looking at the stream time, and it's like an hour and 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, that's about right for a sub-sim.
Torpedo ran out of fuel, sir.
Wow, it ran out of gas. That's crazy.
Sir, torpedo reaching cable limit. Guidance cable cut, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain. Setting engine to half power, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So, yeah. Lots and lots of torpedoes. 21 wakehoming torps. It's pretty ridiculous, honestly.
Setting engine to quarter power, Captain.
It's amazing how much cable these subs must have on them just to guide torps. Well, we'll see if this one connects. It looks like it probably will.
Sir, torpedo reaching cable limit. Guidance cable cut, Captain.
Shouldn't matter.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that everybody? That's probably not everybody. Oh yeah. Get some green up here. We'll get them. There he is. What do we got? Check my signal analysis. First two and the fourth one. That's a Cresta.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah, they come in and out at the same rate, so we'll call that what it is. Let's do it. Time compression.
Captain, the target has been reclassified.
Oil tanker? Really? Huh. Well, whatever. Where's that on my... There he is. Huh. Oh, because there was a higher frequency... He's still up? Let's do it. Yeah, sometimes ships take like 1 torp to take out, and sometimes they take like 3. It's ridiculous. That torp is moving, yeah, 50
Sir,
knots.
torpedo reaching cable limit. Guidance cable cut, Captain.
And I think that's it. We got him. All right.
This is a WBC special report. Crisis at sea.
We have just received this late-breaking news. Let's go straight to Kyle Reese at the Pentagon.
Thanks, Susan.
The
The Pentagon is reporting success in the U.S. operations at sea. We now go to Arthur Wench for the following report.
Unconfirmed reports of a naval battle. Resounding victory. Cuban naval vessels are sunk. No U.S. losses. 2 civvy ships sunk. Skirmishes along China's border. Chinese and North Koreans gathering on the northern border of the demilitarized zone. Stuff's going down, man.
This has been a WBC special report.
And debrief. All right. And I think that'll do it for today. So that's Seawolf. Unfortunately, this game doesn't seem to be up on like whatchamacallit, friggin' GOG or anything. I don't know where you can find this game. Although, you know, if you want to play a really fun, not too serious submarine simulator game, I would say check this baby out. Maybe you can find it on eBay or something. I don't know. Amazon? Someone's got to sell it still. It's a really good game. The missions get really ridiculous. If we were playing further on, you'd see some missions where, like, the enemies fire a torpedo at me, but because I'm in a Seawolf, I can just go faster than the torpedo, so I just outrun it. It's ridiculous. There's a trick to it, but it's not that complicated. Anyway, so this has been Sub Simulators Seawolf by Electronic Arts, 1994. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time, where we get into something even more modern, and, well, even more simulatory, for what it's worth. Alright, catch you all later.